So we've brought in our SketchUp model, which we showed in the last movie, and what we want to do is now enable it so we can put a surface that we can walk on, and come in here and add some lighting and some effects, and do it so that we can walk around. So a first-person view. What we need to do first is save it. It's a really good idea to save. So here it is. I've got it in my documents, and then I've made up a folder for digital design, so I'll call it 134 project 201. 01, and I've put the 01 on the end because we want to be able to save different versions. This is extremely important because there's quite high chances of the file getting corrupted, so you want to save as different versions often so that you can always go back to where you last saved it. So hit save, and that's a good practice to work on no matter what programs you're using. So we've got our model here, so what I want to do in the scene settings, come and change the navigation, so the way we view it. So by default it's set to examine. We want to set that to shooter, and that gives us the ability to walk around, where we can use the W key to move forward, the A key to move left, the S key to move back, and the D key to move right, and the mouse key to look around. So I'll show you that in a second. So now we want a floor to walk on, so if we just pull that out a bit and then come in here and just pull that out more. So up on the keyboard we want to draw a plane, so click in here and just draw a nice plane for us to be able to walk around. We can even move that out a bit, and you want to be able to make it a reasonable size, so just put that a bit bigger. And you don't want it too big, because the bigger the surface, the more it's got to render. But that's a start. So now we want to apply a material to that. So if we come to the asset browser and under materials, and then click under materials again, and then we've got floor. So if we click on floor, we've got some options here. So let's see. We'll try floor reflective. How does that sound? So to see what that does. It comes up with attached material requires a reflection map. Would you like this alteration added automatically? And we go yes. And you can see the floor that we've made here just fits into that material. And there's some other ones we can add that do things slightly different. So we can add this one. What does that do? And you can see that it goes bigger than the material. So if you just come back and add that one. So it's a matter of what environment you want and how you want it to work. So now we've got our table, and if we zoom in, we'll just zoom in a bit and then move around a little bit. So let's see, got something reflecting, and we want to change the material on the top of the table. So if we go, let's see, glass, we want to try some here. Try a glass simple. See what that does. Doesn't really do much. So what else we got in here? What is this one? Just trial, and it is, a lot of it is trial and error. So you can see that's got a funny pattern, which I don't really like. We'll just zoom in. Yeah, that's a bit funny. What do we got here? What about this one? Bring this across. So that's quite nice. And it's important to remember some of these materials use up a lot of resources. So make sure you use them sparingly. So things that are reflection and glass take a lot of computational power, so use them very, very sparingly, and we can have a look at some things to track those later on. So we can just move this around, see what we've got. So there we go. Okay. So we want to test what that's like. So we'll just double check scene settings. We've got it on shooter. So if we hit play over here, and now if we use the W key, we can walk around. So I'm using the W key to move back, and then I can move the just walk around slowly so I can move that other key to see. So at the moment we're just going through and testing this, so we've got that quite nice. And you can adjust some of the settings, so if the heights and everything is wrong, you can come up to collision and adjust just the heights and other pieces, so the ability to adjust those, and it is trial and error, so just remember that. So now we've got our table. We're going to, in the next one we'll add some animations.